I'm Graham Ross, CEO and founder of Kusaga Athletic. We make future fabrics and sustainable sportswear for run, gym, yoga and outdoors. We're about reimagining the textile industry to make it more ethical and sustainable. So we have a social mandate, but also an idea about creating new future products that move past our existing textile. Global markets have played a huge role in our business. Our business started in Singapore, and then one of us moved to London, and so at the stage the two founders never actually lived in the same city or actually occupied the same office. So we've always been global. But what we look at is that every person on the planet will touch a textile today. So that is our target market, whether it's sportswear, whether it's bedding, whether it's sheets, whether it's curtains. For us to be able to do that, we need to be able to understand the markets. We need to be able to have access to the markets through technology, through partnerships, and through support from governments and local industries. Yeah, we use many key technologies. Like most businesses, we're in the cloud. Without being in the cloud, we wouldn't be able to share files, communicate easily. Most of our conversations are through conference calls. I don't think I've used a landline in the last couple of years. It's important that we have those technologies to be able to access our customers, so our online retail sites, and also the proprietary technologies that plug into there, so our finances, our accounting, any of our currency changes, but also automating all our marketing and advertising is important, and then being able to track that, so tracking who comes to our site, and then also coming back looking at our supply chain, tracking that supply chain, being able to get real-time updated data as to where things are, and working with partners like our global suppliers where we're sending product all over the world, understanding what the timelines are, any of the sort of hold-ups that can happen due to holidays or strikes or issues like that. So being able to get that in real time is incredibly important for us and allows us to be really nimble, especially when we're a small company that a small delay could really impact our bottom line. We've used several key technologies for us to be able to understand where there is a market for our product. Once we'd established that we could actually create a fabric, we need to understand that anybody actually care whether they got an environmentally friendly fabric or not. And so we turned to Kickstarter, which is a crowdfunding platform, and we created a product. We created a t-shirt. Everyone owns a t-shirt in the world, so that was a great opportunity for us to use that platform. But over and above getting the money to help grow the business, it gave us direct access to those clients, and we were able to have a conversation in regards to what were they looking for. Do they like it this size? Do they like it that size? What style? What colour? Do they care about the environment? When we talk to them, do they want to know the environmental impact of their clothing, or just they want to know that it's a really cool t-shirt? Do they like it with decals? And so we had the opportunity to have those kind of conversations as we were starting to get the pledges in and help grow the business. Really importantly for us, there was a point where we were successfully funded, and so within 2 hours I was calling my supplier in Malaysia to say, we're ready to make these t-shirts. They already had the fabric there. He was incredibly excited with it for us, but then he said to us he was closing the business down because he didn't have any cut and sew people left. And so then I had to go back to, I sat home one night and I went to sleep, woke up the next morning and said, okay, what do I do? Do I not tell my pledges or do I tell my pledges? So what I did was I sat down at my computer and I wrote a mail to all my pledges, and I said, thank you so much for pledging to support our business. It's so important to us. Unfortunately, there's been a hold up in our supply chain, but we're going to deliver your t-shirts. But while I've got you here, while we've been successful with this Kickstarter campaign, these are all things that have gone wrong in our business. And I told them all the failures of the fabrics, the tough challenges we had. And I hit send. I got an instant reply back from so many people saying, thank you so much for including us in your journey. Of course we want our t-shirts, but we want to be part of what you guys are doing. We really believe what you're doing. And so for us, it gave us the opportunity to have those conversations with customers, but also to know that we need to be a really transparent company, and that will help us in the future.